Welcome aboard. Adventures in the Caribbean invites you to share the beauty and fun of the Caribbean. Now, here is your tour guide host, Caribbean Chris.
Good morning. A great Saturday morning to you, and welcome to another exciting episode of Adventures in the Caribbean, your insider guide for the best adventures in the Caribbean. And good morning, Sonny.
Good morning, Chris, and good morning to our audience. We have a pretty cool show today.
We got a very cool show today. We got some updates from our good friends, some of the big events that are coming up, and we'll tell you about some of those events.
We had a great adventure.
We did. We had a great time.
Another sunny rated adventure.
That's right.
It's still being rated because I am beat.
Yeah, that's right. They worked us yesterday. We did some hiking and did some rafting, and it was really a good time. But we'll talk more about that. We're actually going to talk with our friends from Rancho, Julio, Rosa. And also, we want to thank our good friends at Rainforest Ziplining. Last week, we had a great time out there, and
that was a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun. It was cool. It was a very convenient location right there at the rainforest, at the entrance to the rainforest. And, you know, it was great zip lines. They have a new tower that's like, what is it, like over 100 feet tall?
It's a huge tower.
It is. They have a couple of huge towers out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get more info, you can check out their website at rainforestzip.com, and their phone number is 787-370-1010. Rainforest Ziplining. We had a great time. And also, last Saturday evening, of course, everyone remembers that we went out to the Festival del Vino Gastronomia at the San Ignacio de Loyola School College. Right?
Yeah, it's alumni association event. It was good food.
Yeah, there was well over 1,000 people there. Tons of great food.
I heard it was the most crowded event they've had so far.
That's awesome.
I
And
can buy that because the line just to get into the school was insane.
Yeah, it was. Parking was crazy, but it was worth it because there was so much good food and wine, and everything was free too.
Well, for us. I don't think so. We're paying their money.
No, but I mean, you paid your donation for to chip in for the school, and then everything
It's
you
a
came in
reasonable
was free.
donation too.
Yeah, it was. So, and also we want to give a shout out to our good friend Jose at Nautiful. He has a sailing school, and we're also talking to him about some of the upcoming regattas that we're going to be joining. One bit of bad news we found out this week. I spoke with the director of the Heineken Regatta in Palmas del Mar, Angel Ayala, and he told me that they have, at least for now, suspended the event. So the regatta that was going in Palmas, it was supposed to be the 16th through the 18th at Palmas del Mar. The Heineken Regatta is no longer happening. So we'll find out more information, and if they're going to reschedule that, we definitely are going to miss that one. I know
We're gonna miss that
we had a
one.
great time, and that one kind of kicks off our regatta season. So
And that big villa that our friend Masters
Marsters Realty, right?
used to allow us. Or
I know there was a Half Cove Beach.
Crescent Beach.
Crescent Beach, yeah.
And they're Masters Realty. They have the best villas, and you should give them a call.
We should just go down there anyway. Tell them, well, since the regatta's not going on, we'll have to find something else to do.
We'll go to Nautico anyway.
But we got a bunch of other cool stuff coming up that we'll tell you about, and of course, as far as we know, the Rolex Regatta in St. Thomas, which is the 18th through the 25th, we're still planning on joining that race out there, and telling everybody about that, and hopefully broadcasting live from out there so we can. If you can't make it to the Rolex Regatta in St. Thomas, then you can be there vicariously through the Adventures show. And then we also have the BVI Spring Regatta, which is the 28th, March 28th. Nanny Key. Nanny Key.
Nanny Key. They call it Nanny Key.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So-
Nanny Key. I guess the island is called Nanny Key.
Right on. We're looking forward to that. What else we got? We just had leap year. Oh yeah, let's do our trivia question. Because I had a few people ask me, they're like, "What is leap year? Why is there an extra day of the month every 4 years?" And
The calendar doesn't add up.
it doesn't. But,
It doesn't add up. The natural calendar is a moon calendar.
But
It's 13 months of 28 days. It's a perfect calendar. we're following the Greco-Roman calendar.
Gregorian.
Gregorian,
Right.
which comes from the word calen, which is the book of taxes. Okay, that's why time is money. So, let's not go there.
All right, our trivia question this week is, who's the person who initiated leap year? Who started it?
Benjamin Franklin.
Nope, it was a little earlier than that. Not a bad guess though, because I think actually Ben Franklin was the one that he started
Yeah, the
daylight savings time. Yeah,
That's what I said.
for the farmers, I guess.
Well,
But
let's
there's
go
a
for
reason for leap year, and there's someone who started it a while back.
Yeah, when
So
they
that's our
started the
trivia
calendar.
question.
You gotta go back to the initial times of the calendar, which is
Okay, that's a good hint then. All right, so our trivia question for today, and we're going to have some great prizes. We're going to have some adventures, of course, as always. And you can always check out all of the adventures at whattodoinpr.com. That has a list of all the adventures. But this week we have possibly some special tickets to give out because we have a big event that's coming up this week, and I know everyone's really excited about it. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming to play here in Puerto Rico. They're actually going to be, I believe, on Thursday. Let's see, on Wednesday, Maya Wez. No. Thursday, Maya Wez. Well, you know what? We're going to have our good friend Michael, who's the promoter of the activity. He's going to tell us all about the dates and when the events are and how you can get more information. But the Globetrotters are in town. I know everybody's excited. I know a lot of people have been seeing the Globetrotters since they were kids. They've been coming around. That was actually, maybe we should do a second trivia question. What year was the first year that the Globetrotters came?
I know I saw them at one point when they came.
But you have to answer that before Michael comes on and gives us the update, because he's going to give us the answer. What year was the first year of the Globetrotters? And then, of course, our trivia question for the day is who founded leap year? And, of course, you can reach us at 787-724-1030, as always, here on WOSO.
We got a
I think we
caller.
already got a caller. All right. I think someone knows who invented, someone I think knows who invented the leap year. So, all right, well, let's go right to our caller. And again, we have some great guests, including our good friend Michael, who's going to tell us more about the Globetrotters coming up. And we also have an update coming from our friend Alejandro from Ironman, another big event that's coming up. We got a bunch of big stuff coming up. It's going to be a fun spring. I got some other cool stuff that we have coming up, too, like the PR Open and different stuff. But, all right, let's not keep our caller waiting. Let's see if we got an answer. Line 1, you're on the air. Line 1.
Line 2, we lost line 1. We lost line 2.
We lost.
No winner!
You know what? I think that might have been my fault because I pushed like in the middle of the button. So sorry about that, caller. Hopefully, okay, we got you right back. Excellent.
Nah, we got.
See if I can do it right this time.
Yeah.
And again, we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up for you. We're gonna have updates from. Go ahead, line 1. Line 1, you're on the air. Do we have line 1?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Constantine, Emperor Constantine.
Oh, that's a very good guess. You know what? And that's one of the first names that popped in my head as well, because he was highly noted as being involved in writing the Bible and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a Concilio of Nicea 323.
And that's an excellent guess, caller, but that's not correct.
All right.
So stay tuned. You'll be excited to hear what the answer is, because I know I was pretty surprised. Who we got on line 2? Line 2, you're on the air. Line 2, turn your radio down. Line 2, are you there? Do we have an answer to our trivia question? Okay, well, that was a good answer from our caller. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling. He got the right era.
Yeah,
the right timeline, but not the right
years
person.
After the calendar was implemented.
So that should be really cool. All right, well, let's talk about. Actually, first of all, let's say good morning to Albert. He's with us today.
We got a computer whiz, adventure, and cyber adventures.
That's right. Our tech master, computer master, and of course, Albert maintains all of the adventure gear for us, which is definitely a job in itself.
Very important job.
And he's also excellent computer repair. And give us your phone number.
My number is 787-246-8255. 9435.
Okay, excellent. And of course, Albert's going to have some tips and hints and tips for us a little bit later in the show. So we're really looking forward to that. And we also want to talk about what a great job he does on our stuff, and he can also do a great job on yours. So you have his number, or you can call us here at the station. And we have another caller on line one. Let's find out if we got an answer to our trivia question. Line one, you're on the air.
Yeah, my guess is Julius Caesar.
All right, you got it.
What was it?
It was Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
We even stumped Sonny on that one, believe it or not.
Julius Caesar.
What's your name,
He
sir?
was born in the year 64.
My name, Paul Crosby.
Paul? Well, listen, Paul, thanks a lot for calling. Thanks for listening. You are absolutely correct. Julius Caesar was behind the origin of leap year in 45 BC.
Okay.
The early Romans had a 355-day calendar and had to keep their festivals occurring around the same time each year on the 22nd or the 23rd day of the month. And it was created every second year. So Julius Caesar decided to simplify things and added days to different months of the year to create the 365-day calendar. And the actual calculations were made by Caesar's astronomer, Sosigenes.
Invented sausage.
He may have. So every fourth year we have an extra day in February. So let's see what else. In 1582, Pope Gregory VIII further refined the calendar with the rule to keep the leap year that would occur every year, every fourth year. So, all right, cool. Well, we're interesting and educating. And what was your name, Paul?
Paul Crosby.
Paul.
Like Bing, if you're old enough to remember him.
You're not. You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there with Julius Caesar.
That would have been kind of cool. Maybe it was in a past life or something. Well, listen, Paul, we really appreciate you calling. Thanks for listening. You're definitely right. Julius Caesar was the one who, what do they call, was behind the origin of leap year. Because I was like, oh, he invented leap year. They're like, no, he didn't invent it.
Well, that's about right, because he was born about 60 before Christ, and then he died about 34 years. I'm like, so he was around that time.
Right on. Okay, Paul, we'll hold on line just 1 second. We'll get your info, and we'll get you some prizes to whatever you're looking for. Have you been out to see the Globetrotters?
No, although I grew up in New York City.
Oh, very cool. Well, we'll set you up with whatever adventure you're interested in. Hold on line just 1 minute, and we'll get your info.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul. All right, very cool. We got some smart listeners.
Yeah.
We got the answer pretty much right away, and that's good news. And we'll get Paul set up with some free tickets to whatever adventure. We should do that. We still got time, for our what was it called sub trivia question. Our secondary trivia. What was the first year that the Harlem Globetrotters played in Puerto Rico?
That has to happen before we get their call.
Yeah, that's right. And Michael's going to be calling in about 10 minutes. So you got about 10 minutes to call in, give us the answer. What was the first year that the Harlem Globetrotters
And who won the game?
My guess is the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
And so what else? We got St. Patrick's Day coming up. Always one of my favorites. Oh, actually, I wanted to say, this is Sunny. This is our 69th episode today.
69. Wow, that's about a year and
A year and 4 months.
cool.
Yeah, so well, we'll do a celebration at like our 75th or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of doing a celebration, this property, we're going to, of course, talk to our friends at Rancho Julio Rosa in Utuado.
Utuado. In Utuado, and Tanama River.
Exactly. Well, that's right, Sonny. And one of the cool things that they have is they have this incredible campsite right by the river, beautiful area. It's got great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's all
It's
chopped out of the woods. It's a really cool spot.
It's a religious experience, I'm telling you.
It really is. It was so peaceful. We didn't want to leave.
We didn't want to talk. We just wanted to listen
It's
to.
true.
Couldn't keep these people quiet. You're inside this cave. It's a huge cave. It's like
250 yards.
yards, and then there's a river that goes through it, and
You're just floating along the river on the little raft.
and then you listen and say, No, the bats.
You can see some bats. And there's funny, there are little tiny bats out there.
And
You know,
they're pretty
I've seen
fun.
bigger bats in Ocean Park. These are little bats, and they're not real active. Of course, it's during the day, but that's cool. It was really a great
They
experience.
don't do anything to you. They stay clear of.
Yeah. Well, we were down in the water, and they don't go in the water, so we're safe out
Because
there.
they can't fly. They plane, and if they go to the ground, they can't take off. That's why they're always high up.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not like the pigeons that they have the feathers. When they open the feathers, they can go up with the wings. They close their feather and then they go down. Not them. They plane.
No kidding. I
Yeah,
never
you
knew
put them on
that.
the floor and they can't take off.
So what do they do if they get on the floor?
They climb a tree.
They climb a tree?
They climb.
No kidding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, we're really learning stuff today on the Adventure Show. We should get right to our adventures. Do we have our Rancho Julio Rosa?
I think we should take a break, right?
Should we take a break? Okay. Well, we still got time for our trivia question for what year was the first year that the Harlem Globetrotters played in Puerto Rico. 787-724-1030. And of course, if you want to call us with any of your comments or opinions, it looks like we are not going to get our Puerto Rico Open update. Thank you, tourism, for returning any calls.
Ouch!
Sonny's like, don't go there. Leave him. Don't. I'm getting a little cranky though, to be honest with you. I'm not.
We're a happy show.
Yes, that's true. Keep it pleasant.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's take our first break, and we'll be right back with more adventures.
Legends are, by definition, heroic collections of reports about a person or a company. Legends come in all sizes and descriptions, but the title means extraordinary knowledge, skills, and performance. The legend in environmental services is Carl Sons. If your home or business needs solutions to indoor pollution, pest control, disaster recovery, excess moisture, mildew, fires, floods, or any environmental need, turn to the legend, Carl Sons. There is a reason Carl Sons have been the environmental legend for 25 years. Call the legend 781-4260, 781-4260. Don Collins, you have 220 farmers growing Don Collins Cafe?
Don Collins Cafe, best way to start your day.
You use 100% Puerto Rican Arabica beans?
Don Collins Cafe, best way to start your day.
Available at 977-2983 or Don Collins online.
If time and productivity are important, I'm the painter for you. I'm Benita Roney. Call me at Bo's Business, 726-6476.
You never know where you're going to end up when you start out. Then one day you put together the collage of your life and you realize, that's me.
For me, life is like a scrapbook, filled with timeless classics. My space is a reflection of who I am and what I live for.
My life is about balance. It's about coming home to a place that nurtures and inspires me.
When it came time to design a custom storage solution, I wanted something authentic and real.
I asked California Closets to design a space that reflects who I am, and they had so many ideas. When California Closets came to design my space, they listened and understood and created the perfect answer. Room to breathe.
Time to define.
Space to be.
Visit CaliforniaClosets.com, our showroom at Industrial Minillas in Bayamón, or call 780-0640 for a complimentary in-home design consultation.
Tell you to run.
Okay, welcome back to Adventures in the Caribbean. We got more exciting stuff for you coming up. What do we got on one? Who?
Loretta.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay, well, what I want to do first is I want to talk real quick here to Albert. He's got a couple of really cool tips for maintenance on your equipment. Go ahead, Albert.
Yeah, good morning. One of the main things that people should do is always when they buy a computer, get the antivirus. Get an antivirus. It's very important.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the things that people need to be worried about when they, especially us, who go on adventures. We keep our computer straight. So go ahead, you were saying.
The most important thing is an antivirus.
Antivirus.
Antivirus, yeah. Because you're on the web, you're exposed to anything.
Okay.
Viruses, malware, worms, all types of viruses.
What are the different things? What's malware? So people understand what we're.
A malware is basically it's a virus that wants to shut down your operating system, and usually it gathers information and steals all your information. You know, credit cards, personal.
And how are people getting contaminated with this kind of malware?
A lot of websites, banners, freeware.
Just downloading stuff.
Yeah, downloading websites like for example, click here for a free iPad. You click there and you just start
and even
taking
if
the
you
information.
click on the little X.
Even if you click on the X.
On the little X to shut down that window.
Yeah, it'll trick you.
Yeah,
it'll trick you.
It will trick you. So
you hit alternate F4.
Of course.
Right? And you shut it down.
And you shut it down immediately.
Alt F4.
Alt F4.
And that'll close out any of those pop-ups that are trying to come up and poison your computer.
Yeah,
and it's important. You talked about virus protection.
Virus protection.
You know,
yes.
I know there's a lot of stuff out there like your shoot, I can't think of the one I'm even using right now.
Norton?
Nick, thank you very much, Sonny.
Yeah, Norton.
And Norton's like not cheap. I mean, it's like $70-$80.
Yeah, it's a good antivirus, but there's a lot of antivirus that you can consider. Like there's Avast, that's free.
Avast?
Yeah, it's free.
AVAST?
It doesn't give you malware that Avast?
It doesn't give you malware. It updates basically every day.
Okay.
It's a really good one, and it's free online. So you just
sometimes Norton takes over your computer.
Basically, yeah, it takes over. It wants to make all your decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just want to navigate, and that's all.
Okay, so basically people need to worry about spyware.
Spyware.
And they need to be cleaned up as well.
Yeah, yeah. You should get a good antivirus when you buy your first computer or your next computer.
And that's something you should do a scan every day.
Every day you should scan your computer.
I don't do that.
No, you should. It's
yeah.
like
my Norton makes me do it.
I'm a friendly user. You know computers are user friendly.
Yeah, but hackers are not friendly.
I'm a friendly user. So I don't go into stuff. I mean, I'm really, really cautious about where I go. But yeah, I should be taking more care. But I have you, so.
Yeah, but you know, the hackers are not friendly, so.
Yeah, they're not, and they can really do some damage. And the worst part is that, you know, once the malware's in your computer and even spyware, you know, it can go in and erase programs. It can
erase programs. Your identity
can be stolen.
Stolen everything.
You need a firewall as well because
usually Windows gives you a good firewall, but there are alternatives. But the best one is Windows. If you have a Windows
what is a
computer.
firewall and what is it good for?
Firewall basically is like a security system for your operating system for no one to access it without your permission.
Yeah, when you're online,
or a program asks you if you want to activate the
Yeah,
firewall.
and you can actually set security levels on that.
Yeah, of course. You can put if you want this program to go anytime or just when you're using it.
So basically, even if your computer is not broken down, you need to give it a little TLC.
Yes.
Tender love and care. Okay. So, and this is the guy that can help you with that. Let's give your number so that people who are having some trouble.
Yeah, my number is 787-246-9365. Excuse me, sorry. 787-246-9435.
All right, cool. Well, we want to definitely thank Albert, and we're going to have you on the show at least like once a month to give us our tech updates, computer updates, and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. I know you've done great work for us, so anyone out there who needs anything done, has any questions, please feel free to call Albert. All right, cool. Let's take our caller on line one. I believe we said we had Loretta. Good morning. Is this Loretta?
Uh-huh.
Hi, Loretta. How you doing today?
All right, how you doing?
Great.
Listen,
We're actually right now waiting for our good friend Michael, who's running the Globetrotters this year, or the events for the Globetrotters. So,
do you have an answer for us?
But I wanted to tell you something about the leap year. The other reason why there's a leap year is because the time that it takes for the world to go around is 24 hours and a little bit, I think it's 15 minutes or something each year, each day.
Yeah.
And when that 15 minutes adds up, it comes into another day. That's why in the 4 years, that's why every 4 years there's a leap year.
right, that's a great point too, because if we didn't have leap year, spring would move to a different month every,
And all the
spring would
seasons
start
move
being
to
in
a new-
February.
All the seasons would move to a new date.
Yeah.
That's why they made it like that, so that the spring would fall the 21st or the 22nd of every year. The winter would fall the 21st or 22nd of December, to have all that like that.
Awesome.
But
Well, listen.
it takes more time to go around, more time than 24 hours.
Nice. Well, listen, Loretta, we really appreciate you listening. Thanks for calling. I know we owe you a call after we speak with Michael. But geez, even when you're calling in to win our trivia questions, or you're calling in to help us expand on our answers for our trivia questions.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Our trivia advisor.
That's right. Thanks, Loretta.
Okay, bye-bye.
Very cool. Of course, that's Loretta, longtime listener. She's won our trivia question probably a half a dozen times. So we have no problem. You can win the trivia question week after week. We have no prejudice of letting you win as much as you can. And as always, we have some great stuff. Some great adventures that we're going to be doing. I didn't finish talking about the campsite. I think this campsite at the Rancho Julio Rosa can hold probably about 100 people. So we want to get at least about 50 people who are interested in camping and having a good time and going out to beautiful locations to call in and give us some of the ideas for some cool events that we could do, or dates that we could have a big party out there. We'll do some live music and have lots of fun stuff. And also another thing that I wanted to bring up is I had an idea for having city ambassadors. So basically in each town, in San Juan and Fajardo and Ponce, all over the island, I wanted to have one of our listeners be the one or a couple of them, but I want to have an ambassador for every town in Puerto Rico. So if you are proud of your town and you know a little bit about your town and some of the events that you might have, some really cool stuff that's going on in your town, I want to have an ambassador for every town. So feel free to call us in here at 787-724-1030, or you can send us an email at havefun@adventuresinthecaribbean.com. Have fun at adventuresinthecaribbean.com. So send us an email if you're interested in being the ambassador for your town. Okay, line one. We got an update from our good friend Michael. Line one, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Michael Gabriel from the Harlem Globetrotters.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you guys? How's everything?
Excellent. Everything's great. How about yourself?
Very good. Very excited for this new show that we're bringing to Puerto Rico, and it's going to be next week. So it's incredible. It's for the whole island. We're going everywhere. So it's going very, very good.
Excellent. And that's the Harlem Globetrotters are coming to town, and that starts next week, right?
Yes, we're going to start Thursday, March 8th at 8 o'clock at the Coliseo de Arecibo. We're going to be doing a fabulous game right there. 2 hour.
You just hung up on him. Well, listen, Michael, I think Sonny just hung up on you. Sonny, I told you not to play with the phones in there. We have a sound engineer that does that. Well, listen, Michael, I hope you can call back. We got him back? Okay, let's see if we got him back. Line 1, who's this? Michael? We have no one on line 1.
I got cut off. Here I am again.
Okay, great. Thanks. Sonny's messing with the phones in there. Okay, so we're starting off.
Touching the dial. As I was saying, we're going to start on Thursday at Arecibo, at the Coliseo de Arecibo. We're going to have a fabulous game over there at 8 p.m. And then we're going Friday 9, March 9. We're going to be at Palacio de Recreación y Deportes in Mayagüez. That's our first time in those two towns. First time in Arecibo, first time in Mayagüez. Then we're going Saturday 10. We're going to be at Pachín Vicente, Ponce, having a wonderful game that 8 o'clock also. And then we're going to have a show in San Juan, Coliseo de Puerto Rico. We're going to be there at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Coliseo de Puerto Rico. That's going to be all this next week, all the weekend, All-in Globetrotters Championship Tour.
Nice. So Saturday in Ponce and then Sunday back in San Juan?
Yeah, we're going to finish on Sunday the 11th at 4 p.m. That's where we're going to finish all the tour. We're starting first time in Arecibo, first time Mayagüez, then we go to Ponce, and we finish at San Juan.
Nice. And that's always such a good time out there. They're such an entertaining group.
I know. I'm dying to go.
Yeah, I know. I know. As soon as I started telling everybody that they're coming, they're like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen those since I was a kid." And oh, that's really cool. Everybody's got to go out and check it out.
It's been established since 1926.
1926. Wow.
1926.
So these guys pretty old.
Yeah, it's not the same for you guys, right?
86 years playing. What a condition. But actually, they've been over 120 countries. They had traveled the world. They have been with ministries, the Pope. I mean, they had traveled the world. It's a very exciting game. It's where you can combine the entertainment and the show. The entertainment and the basketball, the entertainment, it's for the whole family. It's a show for 2-year-olds all the way to 115 years old.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
It's so much fun. It's not just, I know I remember going as a kid and as an adult, just feeling like a kid. But it's not just a basketball game. It's a show. It's a circus, and it's so much entertainment. It's comedy. It's drama. It's excitement.
It's the only basketball game actually where the players have microphones on. It's something that it's really, really fun because you can hear the jokes, the comments, the bloopers. Anything they do, they grab people from the public and you're part of the show, and they do something. They do everything so wonderful with this show, and it's for all the family. That's why we love it to bring it over here to Puerto Rico, because you see, it's a game for the entire family. Not a game. Actually, when you go to a basketball game, you probably go with your friends or with your partner or probably with your wife. But this is for the entire family. You can take everybody to have a ball.
Nice, very cool. Now, how do people get a hold of you for more information?
Yeah, well, you can call our office, 787-444-9486. Once again, 444-9486. You can buy tickets through Ticket Center, 792-5000. That's for Arecibo, Mayagüez, and Ponce. That will be Ticket Center, 792-5000. Or if you're going to San Juan, it's Ticket Pop, 294-0001. Or you can go to all the outlets, all the venues. By Monday, you can go to all the venues and you can buy your tickets there.
Nice. And you can just go to ticketpop.com as well.
Yes, ticketpop.com or tcpr.com, which is Ticket Center.
Nice. Very cool.
Perfect.
Well, listen, Michael, we really appreciate the update, and we're really excited for it. I think we should come out and do a live streaming out there.
No.
Yes, you're more than welcome. We can do anything over there, and tell you what, I got 4 tickets. You want to,
Great.
To your public, you can probably have an answer or a question that you would like to do, and you have 4 tickets for you guys, so you can give it out to the public.
That's really
Awesome.
perfect.
Well, thanks a lot, Michael. As always, we really appreciate it, and I know all of us in Puerto Rico really appreciate what a great job you do in promoting these events.
Cool. Thank you guys for all the support, and once again, thank you for everything. And this is a wonderful show for all the family. They've been traveling the world, and this is something different. A completely different show that you can combine the excitement of a comedy with the sports of a basketball. So
Nice.
It's very, very good.
Awesome. Well, listen, thanks again, Michael. We really appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much to you. Bye-bye.
All right, Harlem Globetrotters coming up next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got to go check it out. It's going to be a great time. Get tickets at ticketpop.com. All right.
We have our friends from Ironman.
All right, awesome.
Arturo
Of course, every
Alejandro.
year they do the Iron Man. Is it, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, we'll get all the information right
It's
now.
Arturo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alejandro.
Yeah.
Line 2, is that Arturo and Alejandro?
Yes, we're here.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
First of all, thanks again. We appreciate you bringing the Iron Man to the island and doing the promotion. I know you guys spent a lot of time and did a lot of work just to bring it here. And you're back again this year, so you must be doing something right.
Yeah, well, we just got back from Panama. We just launched our inaugural Ironman 70.3 Panama race not too long ago, and now we're here. So we're doing the second edition in Puerto Rico, and looking forward to it.
So I know last year we were in the Virgin Islands or something like that. We didn't get a chance to go, but how'd it go last year?
Last year went really well. We had about 1,600 registered athletes.
Wow.
And 1,300 were at the beach. So it went really well, and the crowd, the volunteers, sponsors, everybody really enjoyed it.
You had 1,300
Family.
participants?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Is that what were you expecting that many people?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a niche hobby sport, and people follow the brand, and they travel all over the place, all over the world to follow that brand because they know it stands for quality, and that's what we strive to have, a quality race. And with the support from the city of San Juan and all the government agencies, we were able to maintain the quality, and definitely looking forward for doing it again.
Wow, and if you got 1,300 last year, I can't imagine you'll probably have a lot more even this year.
Yeah, we were close to the 1,600 register again this year.
Wow, that's terrific. And the event's coming up next week?
Actually, week after that,
Week after,
March
okay.
18th. March 18th is the race day on Sunday, but we do have expo activities Friday and Saturday. Saturday, we're going to have a pro panel with the most recognized pros. Will be at the Caribe Lagoon and Exhibition Center, where the expo is going to be held. And from 2:30 to 3:30, there's media, TV, and everybody can answer questions. Ask questions to the pros and get a feel of what it takes to live the life of a pro.
Well, we're definitely going to have to come out this year for sure, especially since they canceled the Palmas Regatta on
And
us.
that's where we were
That's
last
where we
year.
were last year. That's right.
I drove down, and then I drove back.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. All right, so this year we'll be dedicated to the Iron Man.
Absolutely. We'll look forward to having you guys.
All right, cool. Well, how do people get a hold of you for more info on coming down to the event?
Yeah, the best thing is to go to our website, which is www.ironmansanjuan.com, and if they go to the event info tab, pretty much everything about the race is there, like the schedule, the rules, the places to park, where's the best locations to see the race, where transition is going to be at. So a lot of good information about the race on the website, and if they need to contact us directly, there's a tab that contact us, and it goes directly to us.
Awesome. Well, listen, we really look forward to it. And again, we really appreciate you putting this event together. I know a lot of people are really excited about it, and it should be a great time. So we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. We're going to have the defending champions from last year, both the female and male pros are coming back to defend their title. So they'll be here racing again, and they liked it so much last year that they're coming back.
Nice. Well, maybe next week we can talk to a couple of them and a couple of people who participated last year and get everybody fired up to come on down.
That would be great.
Awesome. Well, listen, guys, we really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and have a great Saturday.
All righty, guys.
Okay, see you guys.
All right, very cool. Iron Man's going to be a blast, and this year we get to go, so that should be really cool. So everyone has to come down, check it out.
There's another event that's coming in Puerto Rico pretty soon. It's the World Cup winners of soccer. The team from Spain is coming down to Puerto Rico, and we have Maritza Casiano who's going to tell us all about it.
I think that's like the most popular sport in the world, isn't it?
It is.
World Cup.
It is followed by I think it's
we have
fighting.
Line one.
Yeah.
Line one. Is that you, Maritza?
Yes. How are you?
Good. Excellent. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're pretty excited hear about the World Cup.
Well, next coming August 15, we are working with the government and with the Federal Soccer from Spain, and we will announce very soon if this is it should be one of the most important sport events in the history.
Nice, and those usually go for like a week, right?
Sorry about that?
The events usually last a while.
No, it's just one game with Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay, one match?
La Roja is going to play against Puerto Rico.
Okay. Where do you think you might do something like that?
I don't know if you heard about last year when we were trying to make this similar event happen with Messi, and we couldn't. I don't know how to say that, but we couldn't get the pieces together.
Okay.
For that event because we're so.
So it looks like it's coming together for this year.
Well, we are since that when that happened, when Messi's event failed, then these people from FIFA came to Puerto Rico to investigate what happened, and we make a relationship. They saw what was going on in the culture of soccer. So we signed contracts for few events, including this coming event that will be the first one from with the champion of the world, La Roja, as Benny says, playing with Puerto Rico Federal Soccer. I don't know, la Federación de Soccer Puertorriqueña, I don't know how you say that in English.
Puerto Soccer Federation.
Right.
And we will finalize all the details this week with the Puerto Rico government and the stadium, and we will announce soon where you can get the tickets and how we.
Okay, well, you'll definitely have to keep us posted, and we'll keep all of our listeners posted as well. But we really are looking forward to it. So as soon as you get the final details, just let us know.
I will give you the first choice of everything, including probably the maybe we will have the first announced from the soccer players that we already have. We get it yesterday, but we cannot make it public until we finalize the details with the government and.
Okay, well, as soon as we do get those details, we'll pass them along to our listeners. And again, thanks a lot for the update, Maritza. We appreciate it. Okay, well, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Adventures.
or a glass of Cabernet? A filet, medium rare. Close your eyes and listen to the sizzle of a Roots Chris steak.
Corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection.
As the waiter approaches, you realize you're already holding your knife and fork.
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Ruth's Chris, Intercontinental Hotel San Juan. For reservations, 253-1717 or ruthschris.com. And Ruth's Chris is now open for lunch on Sundays from 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. with a special lunch menu at special lunch prices. Ruth's Chris, Intercontinental Hotel San Juan, 253-1717.
Monas, drinking margaritas all night long, drinking them here or having to go. Best fajitas you ever ate, 'cause everything here is homemade. Monas Tex-Mex Bar and Grill, Calle Caribe number 58 in front of Marriott Hotel Condado, 787-722-0045.
Okay, welcome back to Adventures. And as always, we had to have some great times. We had a great time yesterday down in Utuado at the Rancho Julio Rosa. And we talked to the father and son who put that together. So let's go right to our interview.
Okay, we're back with Adventures, and we are out today at one of our finest adventures, one of the most fun times we've had. We're out here today at the Rancho Julio Rosa, out here at the Tanama River area, and we've had a fantastic time. And we're joined by the designers, the sculptors, you might say, of the Rancho Julio Rosa, our good friends. Santiago, father and son, who actually put this place together, who built it. And let me tell you, folks, they've done a fantastic job. They've done an excellent job. It's a beautiful, beautiful location out here in a terrific spot in Utuado. Tell us first of all, tell us where we're at.
Utuado, el barrio de Ángeles Utuados.
Okay. What made you decide this location?
Well, it was my father, the one he went to raise some rooster, cat pie.
Okay.
And they offer, this guy was losing the land, and they offered it to my father, and my father went to see it, they said, let's go to see it. And so he went to see it, he fell in love with it, and right away he went and get the money and bought it.
And I can imagine falling in love with this property, because it really is a beautiful piece of property. And
1957?
What year did you
It was a year 1959 when he bought it.
600 acres?
It's 600 acres, and they have,
How did the actual development start of the property? What did you start doing with it?
Oh, we're starting, clean it up, and,
what was it originally? Like, was it farming, coffee? Okay.
Yeah, coffee farm. It's banana, and then we started, plant, growing some plantain, tobacco that time, and all the products, you can find in Calabaza.
Right.
But it was a nice,
investment,
and he did. And sometimes, we came, from the city of San Juan and come, over here to live. So it was kind of hard for us,
Moving from the city to coming out living in Utuado?
Utuado.
Okay.
Yeah. And, it's, we was the young guys, I was 10, my other brother was 12, 14 and 15 years old.
Right.
And they don't like it. To live over here, come from the city.
They want to live in the city, right?
They want to live in the city, Imagine, it was a kind of quiet change from that time.
Right, but those were great times, right?
It was great. It was real nice. And when I was 17 years old, I went to the state, the state of Texas. I lived over there for 40 years. So I came back. And
so the property was just here?
The property always was here.
Wow.
And he got,
Waiting for you.
waiting for me. So I started getting in love with the land. And then they said, well,
Did you visit like every year or something?
we visit like, every 5 years,
Okay.
3 years. It depends.
But Utuado called to you, right?
Father called to me, and then so I came over here and started, visiting the land and started getting, remember those days. So
Right.
I started, falling in love.
Okay, fast forward 1959 to 2000, what, 2010, when you
Yeah.
got things started. Now, you decided to develop the property more as like a nature
Nature,
walk, a nature adventure.
Adventure, yes.
Nice. And so you decided to start putting trails in and start banging out the area, and especially around the river, because the river, I know we talked earlier, the river is really like the masterpiece of this property and the canyon, right? And the caves, of course, the caves. And then of course bring in Junior, who came aboard, also who lived in Texas for some time.
Also lived in Texas all my life, born and raised. But happy to know we have land here.
Utuado called to you as well.
Utuado called to me, Tanama, visit Tanama, because there's definitely a lot of Tanama in all of us. Definitely here in Rancho Julio Rosa, we offer, definitely we're able to offer to all walks of life. As you see, we have caving.
So
just eco-friendly.
when you came on board with your dad, you like started envisioning all the tours, and started seeing how that you could access the caves, access the river, access some of the really cool sites that are here. And that's why a lot of the stuff that's put together is how it is today.
Definitely. Walking the tours, coming out here with my father, and really learning about our roots. Everything comes hand in hand with the sounds of the eco-friendly environment and everything.
And it really is. I mean, it's so
And the
relaxing.
cave, and the water, and the cave. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's so relaxing out here with the trails, and we started off walking, about a mile and a half on the trails, and it was just so peaceful and relaxing. And then we got to the river, and we're like, now we're getting excited.
Right, and you definitely get to cool off, and passing through the cave with on tubing and sightseeing as well in the cave.
And then once you get, once you tube for a little bit, get to know the tubing, which the water is, just like you said, it's so calming and so cool. And then you get up to the cave, and you see the cave, and it's like, just blows you away. Because honestly, we've done adventures all over, and I've never seen anything like this. So what the cave that we went to, what's the entrance of that?
The entrance to that is
the tunnel.
Okay, Tunnel to Tanama. Okay.
Tunnel of Tanama.
Very cool. And it's fascinating, folks. You can barely see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a little bit scary when you go in, but let me tell you, once you get inside, it is such a historic and peaceful spot to go down. And then once we get into the cave, it's what, about 200 yards or so?
About 250 yards. Entering through the cave, coming out to the other side to see other parts of the river, and about a quarter mile, of relaxation, and you get
That is
so
awesome.
Definitely visit Tanama and
yeah, and
Tanama caving.
once you get about halfway through, it gets a little dark and a little scary, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then once you get through the tunnel, boy, that from there on out, it's just this most relaxing piece of earth. It's in the middle of nowhere, and it's calming and just peaceful and beautiful spot.
That was an awesome time. Rancho Julio Rosa. You are going to feel like you're in paradise. They do adventure, cave exploring. It's just a great time down at the river. We're definitely going back. To get a hold of them, you can call 787-484-9590. The office is 787-880-7751. We had a great time there. We loved Rancho Julio Rosa. And of course, we want to thank Michael from Globetrotters for the update on Ironman. We're going to be going down there. We're going to get more information next week.
And La Roja.
We had a great time. And also, we want to thank our good friends at Elka Water. You can reach them at 294-5030 for the Fountain of Youth, best water in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's a water spring in Manatee, and it's alkaline. It's water that is good for your stomach. It's good for your system. It's the best water you can have.
It
So
is.
make sure to give them a call. It's 294-5030. Give them a call and try this water. You will not go back.
I know, when I didn't have any, I missed it. And of course, we also want to thank our friends at Daphne Digital and Screen Printing. You can reach them at 787-720-0003. They put some awesome banners and flyers together for us, and I know they can do it for you.
Beautiful
And as always,
artwork.
join us every week. Oh, yeah, thanks to Albert. You can reach Albert, our high-tech guy, at 246-9435. And as always, join us every week on Adventures in the Caribbean.
This is WOSO Radio, San Juan, inviting you to listen smart for another hour.
Southern Indiana takes stock.
I seen debris flying everywhere, a power line just snap in a bright color. It was pretty intense.